all know at this point what wonders 3D printing can do. For example, 3D printing can create not only musical instruments, but the very music halls in which they're performed. I mean, this technology is so astonishing, and really, it's moving all areas of industry forward. Especially with the onslaught now of new technologies in body scanning, you can get really, really incredibly precise measurements, which enable us to invade the body. We can actually create things that are extensions of the body. These are all 3D printed, but are now pieces that are actually utilized on a permanent basis by people, and they fit a person's exact needs. This leads, of course, to an extension of the body, which leads us to fashion. Here you see a few examples of the great Iris van Herpen, who was one of the first designers to do 3D printing in fashion. This is a beautiful sculptural piece, and this is from several years ago. She has moved beyond these sculptural elements now to more, and as materials are developed with which to print, we're able now to move beyond these sculptural forms. These are all sort of examples of limitations of 3D printing, because you see these things are while they're wildly imaginative and they're incredibly beautiful, they're not terribly wearable. So we see here some shoes by Zaha Hadid, the architect. Zaha Hadid. These are fantastic, not terribly comfortable. They're really, really beautiful to look at. But when we move into things like the areas of sport, here you see some Nikes custom made for Michael Jordan, I believe it was. The cleats were 3D printed, specifically utilizing measurements garnered from his specific needs as he ran. They take measurements of all of that and are able to print things specifically tailored to his needs. You see now, we start to see the idea of 3D printing as it becomes more flexible. We try and create fabrics that are perhaps more wearable. What you see here, though, are still one-piece printing. This is one solid piece, but it is designed in such a way that it does have movement. And this down here, you see we have, this is an attempt to replicate fur in 3D printing. Here we have knitting. This is from a 3D printer. This is an example of two materials that are printed in the same print. The more translucent material is a harder material, and the black lines in between are a rubber. They're printed all at one piece, but they do have flexibility. So we are attempting now to take this, this technology and move it into ways that it's more comfortable and able to be actually worn. The problem with this is that the human body has certain needs. Clothing has certain needs. It has to be a successful garment, one has to be breathable, it has to be washable, it has to be dyeable, it has to possess the hand of a familiar fabric, like a t-shirt. We are beginning to see printing in organic materials. Here you see pasta from a Greek center. Chocolate. This has been around for several years. It's very interesting. Here I think these are quite beautiful. This is sugar. These structural forms are printed and they're fully edible. Then we move toward even more interesting things. This you see here, these three pieces are printed wood. This is ground wood that has been suspended in a polymer, and then it's sorted out of a 3D printer, and they create these beautiful, extraordinary forms. This is, I believe, walnut, and this is pecan wood. Here you see, and the interesting thing, it's difficult to see here, but the actual 3D printing process leaves a bit of what looks like a grain. it's actually very, very interesting to look at the ways of building materials. Here we have newspaper that's been ground to dust and suspended in a matrix that allows it to be 3D printed. And here, I think this is really fantastic, this is salt. This is a bowl created from salt, and this is a building block that was created in Saudi Arabia. This was part of a structure where they piped in water from the Persian Gulf. So they printed out the water slurry, and the water itself evaporated, leaving behind the 3D printed form. Astonishing what can be done, obviously, is what's safe. So, what I'm saying to you is that it's important from a fashion standpoint, as we move into the world of fashion and 3D printing as they start to cross over, that we get into these organic materials. I'm working on developing some actual printed materials, cottons and wool-like materials, things that will, I mean, we will never replace cotton, we will never replace wool, but hopefully we may be able to create fabrics that will improve upon these things, that will be recyclable, that will be perhaps used from materials that, or will have properties we can't even imagine yet. So this is the goal. We're still a ways away, but we are in fact able to grow leather in a lab. This is done by a company called Modern Meadows, and they are able to print cells and grow them in a lab. They can actually do this in shapes and all kinds of forms, and these things will grow until you can charge the growing process. So it's fascinating what's happening with this technology, and this is where we are moving in the future as we aim to rely less on our natural resources and more on developing our own in a sustainable way. Which takes us